soldier, we may not be on Cybertron. The military protocol remains. The indigenous population of this planet, do they all display the same disregard for authority? We must stop Megatron, with or without Optimus Prime.
Welcome back, Transformers fans. TF Review 16 coming at you with a Transformers Prime video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Prime Voyager class Ultra Magnus. And I can't say thank you enough to Hasbro, the writers, the developers of the new Transformers Prime Beast Hunter Season 3. Ultra Magnus makes his appearance, and very excited to do a video review on the Voyager class figure for Ultra Magnus. So here he is in the package, and he has light up battle hammer, and you can see that this is the powerizer gimmick, and it doesn't work flip around in the package the way it's packaged, but yeah, light up battle hammer. Here you got Voyager class series 1006. Great shot of Ultra Magnus here, the CGI from the show. Here we go. Ultra Magnus, Autobot, weapon activates, Energon glow. That's the powerizer gimmick there. Cool battle hammer, snap-on missiles, truck mode. So this is like an artillery truck mode. There you got blaster cannon converts to battle hammer. You got the great Transformers Prime shot. You got the Facebook, Transformers.com, YouTube. Check out the video. TF Review 16 video review. Come around to the side here. You got another great shot of Ultra Magnus with his battle hammer slung over his shoulder. And you got a little bio here. If there's any Autobot the Decepticons fear as much as Optimus Prime, it is Ultra Magnus. His battle hammer has crushed chassis from one side of the galaxy to the other. No battlefield on which his armored feet have stepped has ever been yielded to the Decepticons. Very cool. So down here you have his technical data. Focus in there. You have strength of 10, intelligence 8, speed of 5, endurance 9, rank 9, courage 10, fire blast 9, skill 6. Very cool. So there is his truck mode. There he is in the package. So let's get him out of package and see what Ultra Magnus is all about. Here is Ultra Magnus out of the box and in his artillery truck mode. So this is a very cool truck mode. As we know, for the Transformers Prime Season 3 Beast Hunters, they're doing a new mold for the Ultra Magnus that is based on the RID version. So this one was a limited release and very cool mold. So we'll get more into the details and talk about the character and the show and this toy versus the new upcoming toy. We'll do a comparison when the Beast Hunters version of Ultra Magnus is released. But here he is in his artillery truck mode. Very cool weapons. He has a massive powerizer weapon that stores on the back, and there's a lot of options and a lot of storage. Weapon storage on this for being an artillery truck mode. So you have ports here, here, on the top here. Again, same 2 ports on each side. One on the top. Then these fold out for the storage of the massive gun. He comes with this awesome G1 reminiscent missile. I wish he came with 2 of these. And this is the powerizer weapon that he comes with. It's a massive gun. And very cool. This is probably the best powerizer weapon. Now they've did away with it, so it flips into a hammer, and they finally got the lockout mechanism here. So very cool. It's about time. So he doesn't come with the Forge of Solus Prime. This version doesn't, but he does come with this massive battle hammer that also converts into a gun. So that is really cool. And it has the LED, the light up Energon glow. You can remove these screws here, and this is where the battery is in there, so you can replace those if you need to. But very cool, this giant hammer. mode, and the fact that they finally put a locking mechanism on this one, well, they got that right, and then they canceled. Then on the next version of toys, the Beast Hunters toy, they don't have the powerizers anymore, so they did away with that. But this one is probably the best of all of them that I've seen. This is one that I will actually display with him and have some fun playing with. So again, there's lots of options as well on how you want to display the weapons in truck mode. So I had it originally, these two pieces will sit in there, and they don't tab in there very good. It just kind of holds them in place. So that's one option. You can have the gun facing either way. Store those there, and there's lots of ports on here for his missiles. And then you can also, what I like to do, you can straighten these up. You can just plug it in there as well, and then plug the missile on the side. So that's another cool way to display him in truck mode. So overall very cool truck mode. You got nice clear translucent windows. There's nice space in there. You could even almost have seats, so it's pretty cool looking truck mode. Great colors, good paint applications. You have this red stripe going through. Focus in there quick. So you have this red stripe going through here. Great Autobot symbol on there. No painted wheels. They're all black, like most of the other figures. And some good silver details in here, as well as on the front. So yeah, no really painted lights, but at least they did a silver bumper. So it's kind of plain truck mode, but it's still very a cool truck mode. It's got the massive gun on the back here. There's the back of the vehicle, and yeah. So again, let's do a comparison here with this is the RID. Optimus Prime, and Ultra Magnus was a key lieutenant in the war for Cybertron. He's back now in Season 3 Beast Hunters, so very cool. And there's going to be a Beast Hunters Ultra Magnus being released in this mold, which is a retool of this mold. So it's really nice to see in this one that we got Ultra Magnus got his own mold instead of just a retool of Optimus Prime, which is usually the case for most figures. I guess they're going to do a weaponizer 1/2, which was the large Optimus Prime, a version of that is Ultra Magnus retooled for Ultra Magnus. So again, I think that's kind of lame. I think Ultra Magnus deserves his own mold, and I'm really glad that we got a Voyager Ultra Magnus. So very cool. Here he is with the RID Bulkhead, so you can get an idea of scale. And here he is with the Deluxe Beast Hunters smokescreen. So there they are together, so that gives you a good size comparison. So yeah, overall very cool. I give this high points for a truck mode. Great to have Ultra Magnus have his own mold, and so I would say this is a recommended figure, definitely. So let's get into transformation. To transform Ultra Magnus, what you want to do is start at the front here and kind of loosen these. Well, first you want to remove the weapons. So you can just remove these weapons and put those aside. Start at the front of the vehicle and kind of loosen these sides that you can angle them down slightly. So again, loosen the sides. Then you want to take this front piece here, flip that all the way up to the front of the vehicle. Then the top will loosen like so, and then you can kind of fold these out and pull the sides of the vehicle out. Do that on this side as well. This tabs in to the side here, so pull those kind of out to the side. And then you want to come around to the back of the vehicle, which form his legs, and straighten those out. Split those right here. You can tuck the weapon storage for the vehicle mode under here. Tuck that under there. Take the wheels here, loosen those, fold those straight out, and they will wrap all the way around. and tab in to place. Same with this side. Fold the wheels out and wrap them around, and they will tab into place. And there you can see Ultra Magnus basically almost fully transformed. So there you go. Then you flip his toes out. So there you have his legs, and then this part of his arm. So you want to fold the shoulder pads down. The back of this vehicle, the vehicle angles down and snaps into place on his back. Fold his hands out, pull his shoulder pieces back down, and then flip the rear of the vehicle around and snap into place of his arm. So very fluid transformation, very simple and cool transformation. Definitely like the transformation on this guy. And he transforms into an awesome robot mode. So very, very cool design, the character design of this. Now he appears in season 3, and it's awesome that they brought him back into the show. And the character is a mix of both what I would say the RID mold is, and also this mold. So you can see great head sculpt on here. He does have light piping, but his eyes are painted green. So let me get in on there quick. And you can see, so very, very cool head sculpt there. And in the mold here in his chest, very show accurate, the way that the Autobot symbol is with the red and silver markings. He's got these great collar pieces here. And then you can see that these are, snap these all the way back. These are like the door molds that show on the CGI character. So there's definitely a mix between this figure and what is going to be released for the Beast Hunters version of this figure. But this Transformers Prime Voyager Ultra Magnus is just an awesome figure, and I would say it's highly recommended. So let's get a focus in here and talk about his weapons. So here is the giant massive gun, and the missile just fell off here. That was attached to the side too. So you can attach he's got ports here. You can attach the missile to his arm on the side here, or you can do it like the G1 style, which is really cool. I like that they have the port up here, so you can attach it to his shoulder, and there you have a G1 style of display for Ultra Magnus with that awesome shoulder mounted missile. So he looks very cool like that. And then you have the massive hammer, his battle hammer. So you can lock that out like so, and then he holds that really well. You gotta get it in there. Good. So you can display him. Lots of display options with him with this battle hammer too. So it looks really cool. Now there is this ball joint here on his arm. Mine is nice and tight, but with you can see with the hammer, he doesn't. He's not as posable with it, although mine is tight enough to where it stays out, so that's really cool, where his arm stays up. Some of them had looser ball joints where this just falls, but mine seems to stay, so I think they fixed that issue. Again, and he can hold the hammer like that, and he can also hold the gun, this massive cannon here. Get that in there. So there he is. I'm gonna try and get him all in shot there. Pretty large Voyager figure, very, very cool. So again, and the ball joint does hold up enough to where he can, although you can see it kind of start to fall when you wiggle it, but mine holds up pretty good. So that's very cool. So in terms of articulation, his head swivels side to side. You want to be careful rotating his head with these his head spikes. But yeah, like I said, great head sculpt. Good articulation. So he's got just a ball joint here, then this movement due to transformation, and then he's got rotation here at the elbows. These are nice ratchet joints here, and then his hand swivel, so good options there. He does have full waist swivel, which is not part of the transformation, so very cool that they incorporated the waist swivel. He's got all kinds of articulation here in his legs, no foot pivot at all, really just this little toe movement, but lots of options as far as posability on this figure. So again, and these are on nice ratchet joints here, so very, very cool, really cool. Awesome figure. So let's do a quick size comparison, and there is Voyager Transformers Prime Ultra Magnus. Get focus in there, very nice. Here he is with the RID mold, and this is going to be the retooled RID, Optimus Prime mold. So apparently they're going to retooled this mold to the new Voyager Ultra Magnus figure, but I recommend this Ultra Magnus figure, and we'll do, once they release that, we will do a comparison, but I would say this is one that you guys want to pick up, before they just retool the RID mold. And here is first edition Optimus Prime with Ultra Magnus. They look really cool together. I like to put the Star Saber in Optimus Prime's hand, so they look great together there. Very cool. Here he is with a deluxe figure. Here he is with Beast Hunter's smokescreen. So there they are together. Two awesome figures. Definitely highly recommend this Ultra Magnus, and check out my video review of the deluxe smokescreen as well. Finally, here he is with Voyager Megatron. You can see he is taller than Megatron, slightly. The shoulder pads here, yeah, these guys are well matched here. It'll be really cool to see Ultra Magnus be able to battle Megatron, which wasn't really an option in the G1 figure because it was Galvatron by then. So glad that they have Megatron going, and really happy that Ultra Magnus now is part of Season 3 Beast Hunters. Here he is with Predaking in Dragon mode. So this is the Voyager one, obviously, but there they are together too. So very, very cool. So yeah, definitely would say this is a highly recommended Ultra Magnus Voyager class Transformers Prime figure. Very happy, excited that he is back on the show, or he has made his entrance in the show. So very cool. So tune in to that, and check out my video reviews, TF Review 16. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, like, tell me what you thought. And until next time, keep collecting.
We must stop Megatron, with or without Optimus Prime.